With the first pick in the 2017 NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Markelle Fultz from the University of Washington.
Markelle Fultz, born 29th May 1998, is a professional basketball player for the Orlando Magic. After a pretty good college career with Washington State, Fultz was taken with the number 1 pick to the Philadelphia 76ers after they did trade with the Boston Celtics, but things didn't quite work out from there, and in just 2 years he has already found himself a new place at the Orlando Magic, where he has shown great potential every month. So why didn't it work out in Philadelphia? How has he improved his playstyle under Steve Clifford? We'll be discussing that and much more in this video, so if you do go and enjoy it, please be sure to drop a like and a subscription for your boy. We're nearly at 500 subs, so if you do go enjoy the video, would be appreciated if you do help out the channel in any way. I do put time in these vids, so at least I can ask you dudes, help out the channel grow. But without further ado, let's talk about Markelle Fultz and the Orlando Magic. So yeah, after I was saying before, Fultz, he had an amazing college season, and he was taken with the first pick to Philadelphia, and it's like as soon as he got drafted, he just forgot how to play the game of basketball. It was just rough to see. In his tenure at Philadelphia, he averaged only 7 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, 41% field goal, shot 26% from 3, 53% from the free throw line, so it was pretty garbage stats, and he never really fit in. This was due to the fact he had thoracic outlet syndrome. It's a group of disorders that occur when certain blood vessels or nerves are compressed, so he kind of just forgot how to shoot like the basic mechanics of basketball, and that just really set him back sadly. He didn't have a whole lot of hype. If you remember 2017, it was all about Lonzo Ball, but Fultz, he just kind of flew under the radar, and everyone knew he was nasty in college. I'll put his college stats up now. He was a ball at Washington State as the clear-cut pick for number 1, and it's sad it never worked out, but 2 years later, in his sophomore year, so really 1 year later, he was traded to the Orlando Magic for Jonathan Simmons, some 29-year-old guy who didn't even sign with Sixers after that. A top 20 protected 2020 pick and a second-round pick in that year's draft. That's all it took to get the former number 1 pick. And if you think about it, it's such a dumb trade. How the Sixers could use Fultz off that bench right now, it's mind-boggling. Magic absolutely stole him, and he is balling out. It's not like amazing stats. It's what you want to see. No one expected Fultz to really drop 20 points a game. They just wanted to see growth in his game, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's averaging 11 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, 46% from the field, so that's a lot more efficient. 26% from 3, so once again, the 3 ball is not quite there, but he is taking 2 a game, as compared to like only taking 1 a game in his second year at Philadelphia. So he's showing confidence, which is all you want to see. 73% from the free throw line, which is another huge thing. He's always kind of struggled at free throws, even in college he did, and he shot 53% at Philadelphia the first 2 seasons. So to shoot nearly 75%, which is pretty average, that's where you want to be. And once again, he's shown great signs of improvement. That's all people wanted to see out of Fultz. Can this kid just show steady growth? And that's exactly what he's doing. If next season he might average 14, next year after that 17, then he's a 20 point per game guy. Who knows? He just has to learn to fall in love with the game of basketball, and that's what he's doing. Getting out of Philadelphia was the best thing that ever happened to him, and it was a great steal for Orlando. You get a former number 1 pick, and then all of a sudden you have a nice young core of Markelle Fultz, Jonathan Isaac, you have Okiki, who's still coming off those ACL injuries, and even Mo Bamba, who is another rebuild and block. So it was a great trade for Orlando, because now all of a sudden you got your foundation 4 pieces. I do think maybe they should trade Vucevic to gain more assets and try and rebuild with those 4. Vucevic is incredibly skilled though, so whatever route they go is fine. But he was labelled a bust, and he was diagnosed with that syndrome, and it's great to see him finally pick up where his game is. He's shooting mid-ranges around 37.5% from 16-24 feet, so you think 37% is not great, but it's improvement. It is improvement. That's all you wanted to see out of Markelle Fultz. It's just the ability to score the ball and dish out dimes, and exactly what he's doing. He's someone who can explode to the basket and finish with authority. He's shooting 56% of his layups, and that was the thing. He's very, very, very athletic. He's crazy athletic, and it's great. So if we were to say he was a rookie this season, because let's face it, this is kind of his rookie season. Like, he played 33 games overall out of a possible 174 games, whatever 82 times 2 is. So this is kind of his first year now when you think about it like that. And so if we compare to this year's class, like let's look at the lottery picks. There's Darius Garland, Kobe White, you know, all those plays. If we were to plop him this year's rookies class, he'd probably be like a second all-rookie team, you'd think, with maybe Tyler Hero in the backcourt. Because the first 2 years, he had the syndrome and he was trying to learn how to play. He's injury prone. So it's not like he's a terrible player. If he's still only 21, so obviously he's getting better every single year. And even if you compare him to that rookie class from 2017, like let's look at the players. You have Lonzo Ball, who went number 2. So no, Lonzo, you compare Lonzo and Markelle, who's better? It's got to be Fultz, right? Lonzo obviously is a pass first point guard, but he's shown no stride to improve his shooting, where Fultz is nearly shooting 50%, so he's incredibly efficient now. You have Josh Jackson, who's trying to get on the G League roster. De'Aaron Fox is good. Then you have Frank Ntilikina, who sucks. Dennis Smith Jr., he's pretty bad. You have Zach Collins, number 10. Malik Monk, Luke Kennard, who's obviously coming to a stride this season. But, I mean, you look in his own draft class, he's not doing too bad. Obviously, he's not living up to the number 1 pick. But, like, look at the stuff he's gone through. He had that surgery and he had that syndrome. He just wasn't himself. Getting out of Philadelphia was the best thing possible. And it's great to see him show great improvements, because I'm telling you, in 3 years, he might have potential being an All-Star. I'm telling you right now, that's a bold take, a very bold take. 3 or 4 years, Markelle Fultz will be an All-Star. I think he's going to continually to improve every single season. Let's look at Jimmy Butler. In his 3rd season, he averaged 13. No, 2nd year averaged like 6. 3rd year is like 13, then 20, then 22, and so on and so forth. So it's no shock to see play continue to get better every single season. Even someone like Josh Richardson, he averaged 6 points his rookie year, 9 the next year, 13 after that, averaged 16. Now he's averaging 15 as like the 4th scoring option on the 76ers. So Fultz, he's going to keep improving every year, and I'm telling you right now, he will be an All-Star. He's averaging 14 points, isn't he? Or 11 points. He's a great point guard. And if the Orlando just keep playing through him and keep building around him, and they're not a bad team, Orlando. I just think they just have to reset and get better draft picks, and yeah, just keep building through Fultz, because I am confident in him. I'm so glad I was a fan of his coming out of Washington State. I remember when the Heat, they were pretty bad that season when he was going to get drafted. I was keeping my close eye on him because he looked explosive at Washington, and he just never worked out for 76ers, sadly. But now under Steve Clifford, they've really found a way to bring him out, and he always had potential. I never thought he was that. I did a bust video, I kind of included him, but I gave him a pass. I said he still has potential. Like, don't give up on him so easily. I was a bit shocked when 76ers gave him up for literally like a bag of chips. Jonathan Simmons, that's it, and a protected pick, which will probably not even matter much. Like, it was a great trade for Orlando, and Orlando fans, you probably love him. I like Fultz a lot. He's a great player. He's going to keep getting better every single season. I'm glad to see him make those improvements. It was sad to see like him struggle, but you know, it's great to see him pick up his game now. I can only hope to see, obviously he's off contract next year. I reckon he might sign like a contract worth around 9 million annual, maybe 9 to 12 million, and I reckon it'll be an absolute steal at that contract. But yeah, either way, fellas, that's going to do it for this video. If you did go enjoy it, please be sure to leave a like and a sub. Obviously, it's great to see Fultz ball out. The last 2 games he has struggled, which is a shame, because I had the script written down and his stats have dipped. But let's hope he has a good one today against I forget who they're playing. They play the Heat a few days later. But Fultz, you're a great player, future All-Star. Remember this. Fultz will be an All-Star in 3 to 4 years. Orlando, you saved his career. It's great to see him in a great environment like Orlando. Keep building through those 4 pieces. Okeke, Bamba, Fultz, Jonathan Isaac, and all of a sudden you got yourself a squad. But either way, fellas, that's going to do it for me this video. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like, sub, go to 500 subscribers, and peace.